It's starting right now. Hi, guys. Welcome to Weekly Travel Updates. Guess what? It is National Tourism Day. And boy, do we have lots of big news. Well, first, the biggest news is Canada has opened. No quarantines, no restrictions, no testing. If you're going with us to Alaska next September, I just went and visited my son, Trey, and Maya, mom, and I visited them, and they are going to Alaska with us. They are so excited. They really want to do Alaska. So, if you have interest, please message me through here, or you can message me at melinda@actiontravelinc.com, and I would be happy to share that information with you. We are going to leave on September 12th, and what we do is we take a motor coach from here in Alamance County. We go to Raleigh-Durham. We leave from Raleigh. Typically, our request is Raleigh to Seattle and Seattle to Anchorage. I like the itinerary Raleigh to Minneapolis, Minneapolis to Anchorage too, but I would love to fly into Seattle. And that's what we had scheduled for this year. We moved it to next year. So we fly in, we spend one night at Comfort Inn and Suites. You're welcome to go with me. I'm going to go up to Humpy's, which is a local eatery downtown. And from there, we can shop downtown. The general store is one of my favorite places. And if you know me, I will always take you to the bargain basement in Anchorage. You just got to go. Just got to go. Anyway, we leave from there. The next morning when we wake up, we're going to have coffee, walk outside. Mom, you can have hot chocolate. Walk outside, and we will be right on Ship Creek. And fishermen fish on Ship Creek. We'll watch them, take some pictures. I always do. And we'll eat a hearty breakfast, and we will go to the rail station about 1,000 yards that way. We'll get on the train, and our group will have Gold Star service. Now, Gold Star service is different. On Gold Star service, we have an open rail car. So if you're on a Princess car or a Holland American car or Royal Caribbean car, even. We're going on Royal Caribbean. We're just not taking their rail car. Their rail cars have the domed roofs so that you can see all of the surroundings. And so does ours. But ours also has an area for a bar. And then we have a platform outside, about 12 by 14 feet. It's really nice. It's nice to get out and get fresh air. It's nice to take pictures. It's just the way to go. When we arrive in Denali, we'll spend 2 nights at the Denali cabins. It's much nicer than staying in a hotel in Denali. The hotels are getting aged, and with the economy being what it is, you can imagine they haven't had opportunity to improve them the last few years. So we stay at Denali cabins. We go into the national park the following day. We'll see the puppies at the Iditarod puppy farm, and we'll watch dog sledding on gravel, but we'll watch them, and we'll learn how they maneuver on the dog sleds. We'll continue on in the park, where our big goal is to see the top 5. We'll want to see a bear, a moose, a doll sheep, the one with the horns that curl on both sides, a doll sheep, a wolf, and an eagle. And I have been to Denali a dozen times, every single time we've seen all of them. We have great guides, and I'm anxious to see. When we get back to the cabins, you can eat right there. They have a fabulous restaurant, or you can go with me. I'm going to go to the Salmon Bake. It's just another local eatery. It has doubled or maybe tripled in size in the last 25 years since I started going there. It's really good. And why spend a lot of money on food when we're getting ready to get on a ship the following day? The drive down to Seward is totally different than the train ride we took going up. The train ride we took going up is one of the top 5 train trips in all the world. So it's a not to be missed. We even had travelers on the last group that flew up to Anchorage and joined us for the train trip because they had already done an Alaska cruise, and they got off in Seward where we get off at, and they stayed in the Kenai Fjords area a couple days. Great option. Would love to have you. We take you to some very unique and unusual places that you don't get to go to on, well, a regular standard tour. Plus, because it's our group, it's our bus, if we need to stop at a pharmacy along the way, we can. If we see a flea market along the way, we might even stop there. Okay, enough about Alaska. We're going to Hawaii then in October, and it will be a 7-day sailing. We're going to Honolulu 1 night extra. If that interests you, please let me know about that too. Okay, I want to know where you guys are. I have customers all over. As soon as I finish this live, I'm going to call one of my cruise customers who leaves Friday. She's going really far south, so I think that even though there's another storm after Ian, I think she'll be okay. But fingers crossed. Let me know where you are along the coast. I was listening to BBC on the way back, on the drive back from the mountains today, and one of the commentators had a really good saying. They said, you can outrun wind, you can hide from wind, but it's very hard to run from water. And the storm surges that they're expecting along the 120-mile coastline in Tampa is supposed to get 10 feet storm surges. Man, I just can't imagine that. One of my favorite places is the Trade Winds Resort, and it's right off of Tampa Bay. It's beautiful, and they have floats out in the water, trampolines. They have a whole water park floating in the water. So I imagine all of that's taken up today. Anyway, and I listen to, you'll hear me mention Tony. He's another commentator, the La Lila Loca show. Tony and Jenny live in Tampa. So pray for them in Tampa. Okay. Today, the tropical storm, I'm sure you've heard by now, it became Hurricane Ian. It is expected to be in the Tampa area late on Thursday. Wednesday. The whole Hillsborough County area has been evacuated. So like normally they evacuate just the oceanfront properties, but they have gone from a zone A, which is the first couple of blocks, to zone B. Man, they're just seriously in our prayers. The lady who spoke had recalled that Tampa has received lots of hurricanes, Michael first, and then Charlie, and then Andrew, and now Ian. Wow, that's really a challenge. But maybe they're very prepared for it. Who knows? Okay, so in other travel news, Japan is opening back up their borders to tourism on October 11th. They announced it as part of World Tourism Day. There's lots of sales going on, so on National Tourism Day, and they will extend it this week. So if there's something that you've had in mind, reach out to me. I am back from vacation. I am ready, willing, and able to work. I have got customers that I need to follow up with to see if flights are all booked and taken care of. as they're scattered through the Caribbean and Florida, and some of them headed that direction. So, would love to be serving you as well. Another place that is finding a challenge is Bar Harbor, Maine. They announced it for sure. They're only going to let in 30,000 travelers per month. In May and June, they're going to let in 45,000 in June and July and August. And in September, they're going to let 65,000. And, it doesn't sound like much, but when you have big ships pulling in and they're going to offload 3,500 people in your city, and there are 3 or 4 of those, and they're all coming in at one time, it's becoming a nuisance. So they're really evaluating how much cruise business they really want. Under bigger news, do you know that the British pound sterling has hit the lowest point ever to the US dollar? Our dollar is the strongest right now. I almost feel bad, following the Queen's death. And I'm sure that, well, we watched it in this house. It did something to me. And to hear just the very next week that the British pound sterling has gone to rock bottom. Ooh, that is tough. Tough on a new king coming up. Well, I wanted to show the mandatory signs are going to be coming down all over Canada. You'll be able to go in and out, be able to cross borders, be able to drive into Canada, be able to take ferries into Nova Scotia, all without any restrictions. And it's the perfect time of year. There's still about a month left to travel in the Northeast. So I would love the opportunity to share that with you and let you know of any other travel deals that are going on right now. Some of the all-inclusives are doing kids are free. If they're 12 and under, you're just paying for airfare. I know that this is typically a slower time of year for us generally, but we're booking a lot for next year. And then these deals come out. So if you're headed out of town, please reach out to us. Make sure that you're getting the best deal. Call us at 336-222-TRIP. 336-222-TRIP. I'm Melinda with Action Travel. Would love to talk to you. Thank you for giving me your time. Robin, my cousin Robin, it's her birthday, and she's in Florida. I pray that you're safe. Artemis got scrapped again. So actually they're taking Artemis back to the storage buildings. They're not going to let it out with the threat of the unknown that Ian has given. So they're going to scrap it at all. And so if you know Robin Buffington, reach out to her on Facebook and say, happy birthday. I love you. And I pray that y'all stay safe in the northeastern part of Florida. Ciao. Bye.